Babe, was everything okay with you? You looked really down last night, and this morning too. I wanted to talk to you more, but I didn't have time since I had to leave for work. Is something up?
I wanted to talk to you about something too, actually. It's about the wedding.
Don't tell me you're getting cold feet.
No, of course not. Don't worry, it's nothing like that. It's just about the costs. I know we said we were gonna pay half the costs ourselves and get both our sets of parents to cover the other half.
Yeah, that's what we agreed, right? We've saved up about half of the estimate the bridal planner gave us, and we already asked our parents to cover the other half, right? Right?
I mean, yeah, that's what we agreed, but I don't think my dad can actually afford to contribute at all. You remember how I told you he got laid off last year? Well, he still hasn't been able to find a new job. He's been trying really hard, but nothing's landed. He's been eating into his savings for a while, and I'm worried about him, so I don't really want to ask him to contribute to the wedding, to be honest.
Oh, is that what you're worried about? I completely understand, don't worry. I understand that things have been tough on your dad since your mom passed away a few years ago. And even more so now that he's between jobs. So don't worry, we don't need to ask him for money. My family isn't struggling, so it's perfectly reasonable to ask them to help out more. I'm sure they'll be happy to cover the other half for us.
Really? Oh, that would be such a huge help. Thank you so much for understanding. You really do have a huge heart. I should have known not to worry.
It's really no problem. I'll ask my parents and let you know what they say.
Thank you. Oh, and one more thing. We agreed that I'd take care of most of the wedding planning, right? Since your job is busier?
Yeah?
Do you mind if we still keep that arrangement? I'm really enjoying the wedding planning. I hope you don't mind me still being in charge, even though most of the money is coming from your family. Do you think this will make your parents want to have a hand in organizing the wedding?
No, don't worry about that. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to take a back seat. You can go ahead and keep talking to the wedding planner, just like before. Don't worry, this doesn't change anything.
Thank you, Leonard. I don't know what I did to deserve such a great boyfriend.
You mean husband, right?
Oh, yeah, of course I do.
Hey, Mom and Dad, how are you guys? Oh, hey, Leonard. We're doing okay. How are you?
Is something wrong? Why did you message us in this group chat?
Yeah, you usually only message us both when you want something. Oh, haha, very funny. And I hate to prove you right, but that might just be the case this time too. Oh, what happened? It's about the wedding. Do you remember our original agreement?
Yes, of course, dear. You and Michelle were going to pay around 50%, while us and Michelle's dad were going to cover 25% each respectively.
Yeah, that's what we agreed on. But earlier today, Michelle told me her dad is having some financial difficulties. Oh, really? He has still not found a new job? No, it seems like he hasn't. He's apparently been job hunting pretty hard, but it seems like he hasn't been able to land anything.
That's really too bad, poor dear.
I know, right? I know it's not his fault. His old company just went bust. There was nothing that he could do. At his age, I guess it's harder than it seems to land a job. Yeah, I can sympathize with that. Don't worry, we'll cover the other half. We're not exactly struggling, so it would be pretty cruel of us to expect him to match our contribution. You're fine with that, right, dear?
Yes, of course. It's the right thing to do.
Oh, thank you guys. You're the best. I knew I could count on you.
How are things going with you at the restaurant?
Pretty good, thanks. It's hard work being a head chef, but the promotion has certainly eased a lot of my worries regarding the wedding.
That's great to hear. I'm glad you're doing well.
I still wish you joined the family business, but if cooking is your passion, I'm not gonna stop you. I get it already, Dad. We've had this conversation before. I know. Oh, also, Michelle still wants to take care of organizing the wedding, so could you guys just wire us the money? She's gonna meet the wedding planner later this week. No, sure, that's no problem at all. It's all pretty exciting though, right? I can't believe you're getting married so soon.
I know. My little boy is really all grown up.
Don't start this again. Anyway, thanks for the help. We really appreciate it.
Anytime. Please don't hesitate to ask us for anything at all. You know we're always here for you.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks, guys. I know I can always count on you. We'll get the wedding invites out in a couple of weeks, so look forward to it.
Will do.
Thanks again, and I'll talk to you later. Hey babe, you know how I usually drive past your dad's house on my way home?
Hey, honey. Yeah, what about it?
I've noticed a pretty big truck parked in his driveway the last few times. Do you know what that's all about? It's not his, is it?
Oh, I think it actually might be his. Did I not tell you?
Tell me what?
You know how my dad has been having a hard time finding work?
Yeah?
Well, he decided to solve that problem by making his own job. He's self-employed now.
What? How? Since when? Where did he get the money? I have so many questions.
Calm down, honey. It was the perfect solution. You know how my dad loves to cook, just like you?
Yeah, he's shown a lot of interest in my career every time we've met him. That's true.
Well, he decided to take that passion and start a catering business. Isn't that great?
Wow, well, that's pretty unexpected to say the least. Isn't it pretty expensive to start a whole business though? Where is he getting the money from?
Oh, some of his friends were happy to act as investors, apparently. Anyway, the important thing is he's back on his feet. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah, I guess so. And I know he's really interested in cooking and everything. But is he really qualified to start a catering business? I had to go through years of training before I could work in a restaurant. Is he really gonna be okay?
Yeah, his cooking is the best. Well, tied with yours, of course. I have no doubt he's gonna be a great cook.
What kind of food is he selling anyway?
Soup! He's gonna sell all kinds of soup. And maybe sandwiches too, like grilled cheese.
That's not a bad idea, I suppose. But still, it's a risky business to start. Food-related businesses are tough, you know? Since everything you buy is gonna go bad eventually, you have to make sure you use everything quickly. Even if he doesn't sell any soup one day, he's just gonna have to throw everything he made out and eat the losses.
Yeah, I'm sure he's aware of all that. What do you think of quitting your job and joining him? Since you're pretty knowledgeable, the two of you would be unstoppable.
I hope you're kidding. I wish your dad all the best and everything, but I'm still not convinced this food truck is even gonna work out. Never mind joining the venture myself.
Well, if you ever change your mind, he'd be thrilled to take you on. You really shouldn't underestimate my dad, you know. He's a great cook and an even better businessman.
No? Has he run businesses before? Why do you say he's a great businessman?
Well, he hasn't, but he told me his last company would have gone under years earlier if he wasn't there. He's really an amazing guy, my dad.
Oh, really? Well, if he said so, it must be true.
Don't doubt him. He's really got a great head on his shoulders. He raised a daughter, like me, didn't he?
Yeah, that's true. I guess that's one thing we can both agree on. He did a good job there.
That's more like it.
Anyway, tell your dad I wish him all the best. And if he wants any advice on cooking, he can contact me.
Will do. Hey, I had some ideas about the wedding I wanted to run by you. If you have a minute, check them out. I wanted to talk to you about it last night, but I forgot. What do you think?
Are you sure that this is the right link? It's just the link to a nearby park website.
I know, right? Isn't it great?
Huh? I am so confused. Are you saying you want to get married in the park?
Yeah. I looked into it and it seems like a great idea. A lot of people do it. It'll be beautiful.
Well, if you don't mind, then I'm fine with it, I guess. Are you sure you're okay with it, though? We've saved up quite a lot of money, right? I'm sure we can afford a church or a hotel or something fancier.
Yeah, we saved up a lot, but weddings are expensive these days. Even a park wedding is going to cost so much.
Did the wedding planner suggest it?
Oh, yeah, it was her idea, actually. And another idea, we could get my dad to do the catering.
What? Are you sure? You want our guests to eat soup and grilled cheese sandwiches at our wedding?
Yeah, it'll be great, right?
Are you sure?
Yeah, everyone will love it. Everyone hates all that pretentious food you usually see at weddings, right? It'll be a breath of fresh air to have some good old-fashioned American food.
Well, okay, I guess, if that's what you want. I guess if we're having the wedding in a park and we're using your dad for catering, we won't need all the money we've saved, right?
Oh, actually, we're using it all.
Really? How?
Well, a park is actually a lot more expensive than you might think. And my dad wants to get the finest ingredients for the wedding and to feed all those people. Even if he's not taking a service fee, it's still going to be expensive. And then there's the wedding planner. Her fee is a lot higher than I expected.
Do we even need the wedding planner if we're gonna get married in a park and eating your dad's soup?
Hey, if I didn't know any better, I'd say there was some sarcasm in that message. Just trust me, okay? Just because the wedding's in a park and my dad's taking care of the catering, it doesn't mean it's not going to be worth the money we set aside. It'll be amazing. Just wait and see.
Okay, I guess I'll just trust you.
Hey, Dad.
Oh, hey, Michelle. How's my little princess? Thanks again for the investment. Mixed soup and sandwiches is gonna take the country by storm.
Don't I know it? I just wanted to update you on the wedding. Leonard's so excited to have you do our catering.
I knew he would be. I'm gonna blow everyone's socks off. Just you wait and see. My menu is gonna be all anyone's talking about. Sorry for upstaging your wedding.
Don't worry. I'm sure they'll remember the whole wedding forever thanks to your amazing food.
You know it. I've actually come up with a really great new idea. I'm gonna serve a pineapple beef soup. It is gonna be amazing.
Wow, I can't wait. That sounds delicious. And actually, there's one more thing I wanted to message you about the whole investment thing. Maybe don't mention it to anyone at the wedding.
No? Why not? You said Leonard was really excited to be investing, right? You even said he was on board with becoming my trainee. Why shouldn't I talk about it?
I think he hasn't told any of his family about it. That's why. I don't want the spotlight of my wedding to be taken by this. You understand, right?
Oh yeah, sure, that makes sense. I understand. I won't talk about it then.
Thanks, Dad. I knew you'd understand. Anyway, see you at the wedding.
What the hell was with that wedding, huh? You'd think with how much money Leonard's parents have, they'd put a bit more money into it.
Don't worry about that, Dad. I was happy. That's all that matters. What was everyone's deal about the food, though, huh? I'm sorry about that.
Oh, it's fine. A bunch of stuck-up rich people were never gonna appreciate real American cooking.
You might have a point there. I was surprised by how many guests didn't finish their soup. I thought it was delicious. Such a waste.
Yeah, well, you can't please everyone, huh? Like I said, they were probably used to eating their frog hide or crocodile legs or whatever rich people eat. I'm sure my soup will be a real hit with the real American people. I'm just surprised even Leonard didn't finish his soup.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that was just because of how nervous he was about the wedding. He probably thought it was delicious.
You think so?
I know so.
If they want to complain, they should have paid me more anyway.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, when are you going for the honeymoon?
Next week. I can't wait. We're spending a week in the Bahamas. It's gonna be amazing.
Oh yeah, that sounds real nice. I'm sure you're gonna have a great time. You want to leave me a key to your house while you're gone? I'll take care of the plants and everything while you're away.
Oh, would you? That would be great. Hey, how about coming around for dinner? I'm sure Leonard feels bad about not finishing his food at the wedding. He'll probably love the chance to cook for you.
Oh, that sounds great. I can pick up a key then too. And it'll be a good chance for me to see if Leonard is even worthy of working for my beloved food truck.
Yeah, but I'm sure you won't be disappointed. He's a great chef. His cooking is only second to yours.
Okay, then it's settled. When should I come over?
How about tomorrow?
Sounds great.
Hey, honey. Or should I say, hubby?
Hey, honey. What's up? I'm at work now, so I might not be able to message much.
I just wanted to ask you if you mind having Dad over for dinner tomorrow? It's your day off, right?
Oh, yeah, sure. I actually wanted to talk to you about that.
About what? My dad?
Yeah, what did you think of the catering at the wedding? Was that how his soup usually tastes?
Yeah, it was pretty great, right? He's gonna take the country by storm, don't you think?
I think a lot of the guests, myself included, thought it was a little bit more, inedible.
What? I think you're just confused, honey, since you were so stressed at the wedding. I told you should have taken this week off work.
I'm not confused, I'm just being honest. I was wondering whether or not I should have told you this directly, but the food your father served at our wedding was a little bit different from what everyone was expecting. What the hell was that soup? Beef and pineapple?
Yeah, it's unique and different. It's not my fault if most of our relatives and friends aren't adventurous enough to enjoy new foods.
Well, I mean, if you liked it and you don't have a problem with everyone's reactions, it's fine by me, I guess. It was just a little unusual, that's all.
Well, thanks for being honest with me. I'll pass the feedback to my dad. Maybe he needs to try and make food that appeals to the general public, not just foodies.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, he's really looking forward to trying your cooking tomorrow. I've told him so much about what a great chef you are, so he's really excited.
Oh, I'm cooking?
Yeah, of course you are, silly. Is there a problem?
I've told you this before, but I really don't like cooking for other people on my days off. You know I cook every day at work, and I kind of want to relax on my days off. I don't mind cooking simple food for the two of us, but I wish you'd at least ask me before you invite other people for me to cook for. You do this all the time, inviting friends of yours and telling them I'll cook them exactly what we serve at the restaurant.
Yeah, I'll remember to ask you next time. It's fine this time though, right? You'll cook tomorrow?
Well, I don't have much of a choice now, do I? I guess you've already invited your dad over.
Yep.
Okay, then fine. I guess I'm cooking.
You're the best. See you when you get home.
Yeah, see you. Thanks for coming over today. It was really nice seeing you again. Oh yeah, thank you too, Leonard. I really appreciate your cooking for me and everything. That's fine, but can I ask if there was a problem? What do you mean? I mean, you didn't really finish the food. Didn't you like it? Oh, no, it was fine. It was just a little bit more simple than what I'm used to. More simple than what you're used to? What do you mean by that? Just the flavors were basic. Do you want me to be completely honest? Yeah, sure, go ahead. I actually got bored of eating it after a few bites. I don't know what you serve at that restaurant, but my suggestion is you try pushing the boundaries a little more when it comes to cooking. That's the only way you're gonna develop. Okay, well, thanks for the advice, I guess. I'll keep that in mind. What kind of food do you serve at that restaurant? Is it anything like what you served me tonight? Yeah, actually, we're a French restaurant. We serve a lot of classic French food, including something similar to the chicken confit I served you today. Well, if you'd like, I could offer my services as a consultant to your restaurant. To be blunt, I don't think it'll last long if you keep serving food as boring as this. What do you say? I think we'll be fine. The customers don't seem to agree with you. Our restaurant is always fully booked. Well, suit yourself, I suppose. My door's always open if you need me. And of course, my offer still stands. What offer? Have you forgotten already? I literally have no idea what you're talking about. Michelle passed on my offer to you, right? For me to take you under my wing? You can work for my mobile culinary business, and I'll teach you everything I know. Wait, what? Michelle never said anything like that to me. And no offense or anything, but I've been through years of training at restaurants with Michelin stars. I really, appreciate the offer, I suppose, but I think I'll pass. You really do have a lot to learn if you think those dinky old stars mean anything. No one cares about them anymore. They're a thing of the past. The world is moving and you gotta move along with it or get left behind. That's what I always say. You can quote me on that. I really respect your opinion and I wish the best for your business, but honestly, I think I'll be fine. You really don't have to be shy, you know? But if you insist on doing your own thing for now, just know that I'll be waiting. It seems like destiny that my daughter would marry a guy interested in cooking while I start my own food business. Thank you, but I'm really gonna have to pass. Okay, well anyway, if or when you change your mind, just shoot me a text. Sure.
Hey, honey, where are you now? I noticed you left the house a bit ago.
Oh, yeah, I just went for a walk. I'll be back soon.
Is something wrong? You usually only go for those walks of yours when you're stressed or annoyed about something.
To be honest, I am. It's your dad.
Oh, right. I'm really sorry about how he was acting this evening. He can be pretty hard-headed and proud.
He barely touched his food. And I was just messaging him a minute ago, and he said some pretty surprising things.
Oh yeah? What did he say?
He said something about you telling him I wanted to be his apprentice or something. Like, I'd believe that. I honestly don't know where he gets these ideas from.
Oh, I actually might have suggested something along those lines to him.
What? Are you actually serious? Why would you do that?
I'm just trying to help you, babe. I know you're already a chef and everything, but you might be able to learn a lot from my dad. I just think you should keep an open mind.
Keep an open mind? Have you already forgotten the nonsense he served at our wedding?
It wasn't nonsense. You don't have to be rude. He's just an experimental chef.
That's not what experimental cooking looks like. Unless you're a broke college student. I'm already a professional chef, but your dad refers to me as some guy who's interested in cooking. It's insulting. And he refers to himself as a mobile culinary business owner. He really thinks he's better than everyone, while serving barely edible nonsense.
I get it already, okay? You aren't interested in working for my dad. I'll pass on the message. You don't have to keep insulting him.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. I was just getting carried away. Thanks anyway. I know you're probably just being agreeable with him, but please don't put any ideas in his head. I'm not working for his food truck.
Okay. I'll pass the message on to him.
Thank you. That's all I'm asking for. Anyway, let's put this behind us. We're going on our honeymoon soon, so let's just look forward to that.
Exactly. Thank you. Let's forget about this and just look forward to our honeymoon. We're flying in less than a week.
I know, right? I can't wait. Hey, son. How's the honeymoon going? Are you guys having fun? Oh, hey, Mick. Yeah, we're having a blast. Is something wrong? Oh no, nothing's wrong. I just thought I should let you know that I'm moving my stuff in today. I wanted to message you directly to thank you for your understanding and for letting me stay at your house. Wait, what? Are you kidding? You're not actually moving into our house, are you? Yeah, I'm moving into your house today. Didn't Michelle talk to you about this? No, she most certainly didn't. She's taking a spot at the hotel right now, so I can't ask her. So if you're kidding, please just tell me now. I am not kidding. Michelle said you'd be fine with it. The truth is, I was evicted a few months back, and I've been living in my van. What? Why were you evicted? Turns out, they do that when you miss rent for a few months. Anyway, I thought it worked out for the best anyway, since I could just live in my van and do my business, but I've ran into some unexpected problems. I was just showering at gyms, but the business isn't going well as I expected, so I can't afford the gym memberships anymore. Plus, the other day, I forgot to screw the lids to the soup barrels properly. So when I drove, soup spilled everywhere. You should have seen it. It was like a crime scene. Well, I'm really sorry about all of that, but you can't just move into our house. We only have one bedroom. Yeah, don't worry. You guys can stay on the couch. I have thought of everything. So please don't stress. Excuse me? You can't be implying what I think you are. Are you saying you intend on stealing our only bedroom? You really do love using hyperbolic language, don't you? It's not really stealing, is it? I'm just using it. I'm a lot older than you. You should be happy to be offering it to me. What's with the attitude? This is insane. You need to get out of our house. I'm gonna talk to my wife. Please don't move our stuff before I do that, or I'll be forced to call the police. Oh, you're being so dramatic. How about this instead? I'll just make myself comfortable here, and we can iron out the details when you get back. No way, there is no way I would agree to that. You need to get out of our house, that's all there is to it. There is no more discussion to be had. What do you want me to do? Live in a van full of soup? I'm not some kind of soup fish swimming around in soup. I'm an adult man, I need a bed. That doesn't mean you can take ours. Listen, I'm sorry I never thanked you at the wedding, but Michelle told me to hold off on talking about it. But thank you to you and your family, honestly. What are you thanking us for exactly? For the investment, of course. I could have never started my own business without you. Investment? What investment? Oh, no need to be modest. The investment for my business you and your family gave me. You don't need to be shy. Michelle told me everything. What exactly did she tell you? Because this is all news to me. Oh, don't be like that now. A little while ago, she sent me a ton of money and said you and your family were interested in investing in my business. Oh, did she now? Yeah, she also told me you're pretty shy about wanting to come under my wing. But you really don't have to be. That's another reason I thought living in the same house might be good for us. I can teach you every day. Isn't that great? Oh, you're gonna teach me. Yeah, I'll train you in the ways of the soup, don't you worry. I'd be honored to take you as my apprentice, so don't worry. Please don't be shy. It's all fine. I'm more than happy to do this for you. I've tried to be as polite as I could, but it's really getting to be too much for me. I am not interested in becoming your apprentice or anything, okay? And this isn't me being shy or anything. You are the worst cook I've ever met. Your soup can barely even be called food. How dare you? If you hate my food so much, why did you get your family to invest so much money into my business? I didn't. That's what I'm confused about too. Can you tell me how much money Michelle sent you? Oh, don't pretend you don't know. It's from your family. I told you already that it isn't. Just tell me how much she sent you. $50,000? What? Where did Michelle get all that money from? From you. Seriously, she doesn't have the means to come up with that kind of cash on her own. Even though you're so young, are you showing signs of dementia before me? It must have come from your family. Besides, why would she lie? I don't know, but I know for a fact neither me nor my family has any part in that investment. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Michelle, we need to talk. I was gonna wait for you to get back from the spa, but I really need to talk to you now.
What's up, babe? If you want to order room service, just go ahead.
I'm not kidding around. Your dad messaged me.
Oh yeah? To wish us a happy honeymoon probably, right?
Well, yes, that, and he let me know some very interesting things.
Oh yeah? What did he talk to you about?
He said something about an investment for me and my family.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna talk to you about that.
So it's true. Did you give him $50,000 and tell him it was an investment from us?
Honey, please, don't be mad. I just believe in my dad. I knew that money was coming back to us tenfold, so there's really nothing to worry about.
Are you insane? Of course there's something to worry about. That money is never coming back to us. Your father's business has pretty much tanked already.
Don't be so negative. My dad's really resourceful. He started dozens of businesses in the past. He'll figure it out. And then we'll start getting returns on our investment. Isn't it exciting, being a stakeholder in a new business?
I don't even know where to start. But I think I have to start by asking you, where did you even get that money from? There's no way my parents actually gave you money for this.
Well, I was just resourceful.
Resourceful how? I'm gonna need you to be more specific. I also don't believe there's any way you could come up with that money alone. So just be honest, where did you get that money from?
Well, you know how our wedding fund was $58,000?
Oh my god. You didn't do what I think you did you?
Don't be mad. Our wedding was fine, right?
I mean, using the park was fine. I actually really liked that.
Then what's the problem?
We should have at least splashed out on catering or decorations. To be honest, our wedding looked like a picnic.
Oh, you're exaggerating. So what if it was a little minimalistic? And the food should have been a hit. How was I supposed to know everyone would be such a picky eater?
They aren't picky eaters. Your dad is just a terrible chef. No wonder our wedding was so bare. And I'm guessing the wedding planner was a lie altogether, right? You didn't even see the wedding planner after I sent the money, did you?
Well, that's right. I canceled the appointments. I thought I could do it on my own. I just knew that my dad's gonna make this business work. He's had so many businesses, you know. He knows what he's doing.
If I knew what he was doing, he would have had to start again so many times. You need to face the reality of your father being a terrible businessman and an even worse chef.
You need to face the reality of him making strides you simply can't imagine.
Okay, whatever. But there is one more thing we really need to talk about.
And what's that?
Your dad has taken the liberty of moving into our home while we're away. Surely you can't be okay with that too.
What's wrong with that?
You knew?
Yeah, I told him he could. His truck's had a small accident, so he can't stay in it right now. I told him he could stay in our house as long as he needs to. What's wrong with that?
There is so much wrong with that. Didn't it cross your mind that maybe that's something you should have talked to me about?
Why? What difference does it make? He needs somewhere to stay. We have a couch.
He's moving into our bedroom. He told me we can sleep on the couch.
Well, that makes sense too. He is older than us. We should respect that and let him sleep on the bed.
I don't even know what to say. I know you've always been a huge fan of your dad's. To be honest, I was a little confused by it from the start. The man doesn't seem to possess any traits like being hardworking or consistent. I don't understand why you look up to him so much. You said it yourself too, right? He was barely even spending time with you when you were growing up.
If you don't stop bad-mouthing my dad, I'm just gonna go home. I don't think I can enjoy being on a honeymoon with someone who disrespects my family like this.
Wait, no, don't go. We'll get through this. Let's just talk about it, okay?
No, I don't want to talk about it anymore. There's nothing we can do, right? Either let my dad stay with us or make him live in his soup-filled van. Would you rather he lived in the van?
No, I didn't say that.
Then we're done talking. How about we don't discuss this anymore and just enjoy the rest of our honeymoon? We can talk to my dad when we get home and discuss a way to get him on his own 2 feet again. How about that?
Sure, I guess that's all we can do. Where are you? Why didn't you cook breakfast? What? Why would I cook breakfast? I'm at work already, of course. I have to be here from 6 a.m. I'm the head chef. So, why didn't you wake up earlier and cook breakfast for Michelle? I thought I could wake up early too, and we could cook together. It would be a good start to your training. Okay, I know we haven't had a chance to talk since we got back from the honeymoon, but you need to slow down with things like that. I never agreed to anything like that, okay? We have our own routines, which we are more than fine with. I go to work a lot earlier than Michelle, so of course I'm not cooking her breakfast every day. What's the point of having a chef husband if you can't even cook for us? What a disgrace. With all due respect, Mick, this is our house that you're living in. You don't have any right to make demands about how we should be living. Me and Michelle have been just fine until now. We really don't need your opinion or your input on our dynamic or routine. I'm just giving my opinion. Are you saying I shouldn't give my opinion? You can give your opinion as much as you want. I'm just saying I don't have time to cook breakfast before leaving for work. You could just wake up earlier. I could, but I'm not going to, okay? If you can't accept that, then you are free to cook breakfast for her yourself. Anyway, I am done talking about this. I have to get back to work. Wait, don't speak to me like that. I am your elder. It's bad enough that you've made my precious daughter continue her career, but you won't even cook for her? Even though you're a chef? This is really an outrage. I knew she made a mistake when she picked someone like you to marry. Someone like me? What is that supposed to mean? From the moment I saw you, I knew you wouldn't be able to support my precious daughter. I should have trusted my instinct. I should have never let Michelle marry someone so rude. It's not too late, though. If you want to show me how serious you are, you're still more than welcome to come and be my apprentice. You've got to be kidding me. After insulting me so much, you think I'd be interested in becoming your apprentice? Even though I was never interested in the first place? You are beyond delusional, and I am not entertaining this discussion anymore. Michelle can show you where everything is, and you can cook her breakfast if you want to. This conversation is done.
What did you say to my dad? He is really upset.
He was demanding I wake up earlier and cook breakfast for you. I told him that's not how we do things, and he got upset. That's all. We really need to have the talk with him soon.
What talk?
About him moving out already? I can't live like this. I can't deal with him. Just this morning, when he messaged me to tell me to make breakfast every day, he was so rude to me.
There's no point talking to him. Just let him stay for now. We can talk to him later. Let's give him some time to rest and settle in.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you had no intention of even asking him to leave.
Can you stop badgering on about the same thing all the time? And maybe it wouldn't hurt to listen to him once in a while. He's much older than us, right? Is it so hard to believe that he might actually have some wisdom to share?
Yes, that is very hard to believe.
That's enough. I am not going to listen to you disrespect to my father anymore. We're done with this conversation.
Hey, Dad, are you free to talk right now? Oh, yeah, sure, but your mom is sleeping on the couch next to me. So, could we just talk over text? Oh, what's up? Yeah, sure. Actually, a lot is up. Oh? What happened? It's about Michelle, and more specifically, her dad. I wanted to get your opinion and advice on the situation. Sure, tell me what's happened. Well, where to start? You remember our wedding. Oh, yeah, of course I do. It was pretty underwhelming, right? Especially how after you gave us around $30,000? Yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but it was a lot less than I expected. Well, I just found out why. Oh, and why is that? Michelle gave most of the wedding money to her dad as an investment for his food truck business. What? I know, it was really shocking, and the worst part is I found out the truth during our honeymoon, so I couldn't even enjoy the rest of the trip. This is unbelievable. Why would she do that? Did she suggest giving her dad that much money in the past? No, she didn't. That's the strangest part. It just came out of nowhere. I never would have imagined she'd do such a thing. But at the same time, I wonder if I've just had my eyes closed this whole time. How do you mean? What do you think you've had your eyes closed to? To Michelle and her relationship with her father. She really just does whatever he says. I'm starting to think I should never have been that surprised in the first place. Maybe it was only a matter of time until he made some ridiculous request like this from her and she'd indulge him. But this is really too much. It's basically theft. This is unacceptable. I'll speak to my lawyer and figure out this whole thing. I'm sure we can take them to small claims court and get the money back. Yeah, we really should do that. I'm really sorry. What are you sorry for? This isn't your fault. But because of me, you lost a lot of money. It's okay, we'll get it back. Thanks, Dad. There is also another problem I'm having too. Oh, really? There's more? What else has happened? Well, it turns out he had been living in that food truck for a while. What? What happened to his apartment? He couldn't pay the rent, apparently. So he was evicted. And he had a little accident in the truck, spilling soup all over the place. So he can't live there anymore. So he took the liberty of moving himself into our place. What? Were you really okay with that? He didn't even ask. Michelle gave him a key for him to house sit while we were in the Bahamas. Without asking me if that was okay first, of course. And then, while we were away, he just moved himself in. And now Michelle is super against doing anything about it. She doesn't even want to hear about kicking him out. This is really crazy. I can't believe this. You need to act now. The longer you let this go on, the fewer rights you'll have. What do you mean? I don't want to be rude or anything, but are you sure about your marriage with Michelle? I know you might think it's too late to change your mind now, since you're married, but it's not. If this is how she's acting now, just think about how much worse it could get in the future. I know, my head is in the exact same place right now. I've tried talking to Michelle so many times, but I think it's pointless. I am done trying anymore, to be honest. I'm just focused on how to get the two of them out of my life. Okay, if that's what you decide, I can give you some practical advice. How about meeting for a coffee? That would be great. Let's meet at that cafe near your place in about an hour, then. Sound good? Sounds perfect. See you then.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, baby, how's it going? You on your way home?
Yep, I'll be there soon. Isn't it great living together?
Yeah, it's the best. I told you it'd be fun.
I know. I should learn to trust you more. You really are right about everything, all the time.
I'm glad you finally realized.
Hey, I never disagreed.
True. You've always been an angel.
True that. But there's something I need to talk to you about, Dad. Is it true you messaged Leonard to tell him he should be cooking breakfast for me in the mornings?
Well, yeah, of course that's true. He should be. What's the point in having a chef husband if he isn't even going to take care of you?
Well, I appreciate you looking out for me, Pops, but don't message Leonard stuff like that. He just gets mad, and he's not ready to learn under you about the food truck stuff either. So just give it some time, okay? I'm sure he'll come around eventually.
When? Don't you think it's such a waste having me here and him not even learning anything from me?
While I agree it is a wasted opportunity for him, we can't force him to do anything. Just give him a little time. He'll come around and come to you himself eventually. I know it.
Well, if you're sure.
For now, you just need to get on his good side. Otherwise, he's gonna keep trying to get you to leave. I want you to live with us forever, so you're gonna have to get along.
I know. Okay, got it. I'll tone it down a little and stop being pushy with him. You happy, Pookie?
Yes, thanks, Dad. That's all I'm asking for. He'll come around on his own, I'm sure of it. Once he gets a few more chances to try your cooking, he'll be begging you to teach him your secrets.
If you're sure. And you know I'm gonna need a little more money soon too. Since I spilled all the soup, I need a lot of new ingredients. Think you could get him to slide me a couple more grand?
Yeah, I'll ask him about it, but he's been pretty stingy lately. He used to always buy me so much jewelry all the time, but recently, since this stuff with you has come up, he's been spending a lot less. So let's give it a couple days, huh? Try and get along with him better, and he'll probably happily slide you some money.
Okay, got it. I'll follow your advice and try to be a little more patient.
Thanks, Dad. The three of us will be a happy family in no time.
Hey, Michelle, we really need to talk about things. Are you free now? Can you meet me somewhere?
Where are you? Just come home and we can talk.
I am not stepping foot in that house until we talk.
What are you being so dramatic about now?
I'm not being dramatic. It absolutely stinks. I've tried talking to you about this so many times. I am not okay with your dad living with us. He is absolutely filthy. His cooking smells like sewage. I can't live in the same space with him. Even if we did get along well, I never signed up to live with my father-in-law. Never mind living with a man as filthy as Mick.
I told you to stop insulting my dad. I'm not gonna put up with it much longer.
Are you saying the smell really doesn't bother you? Or all of the garbage he leaves around the house?
He is an artist. This is how artists live. It's an honor to live with him. I wish you could open your mind a little and see that.
Artist? An honor? Okay, I have really had enough. This morning when I got out of bed, I actually stepped on wet eggshells. In our bedroom. This isn't normal. I've been stepping on eggshells metaphorically long enough. I really didn't need to have the literal experience too. It's either him or me. You need to choose.
I am not choosing. He's my dad, and I love him. You need to make the choice. Either accept my dad for the wonderful, creative, free soul that he is, or lose the best thing that ever happened to you. AKA me.
Fine, you told me all you needed to. There's no need for us to talk in person.
Glad you finally come around.
Hey, Leonard, open the door. My key doesn't seem to be working. I think there's something in the keyhole. Nope, the keyhole is completely fine. I've just changed the locks. You've done what? Why would you have done that, you stupid boy? Open this door this instant. I live there. I have rights. Nope, you don't. In this state, you have to stay over 14 days to legally be considered a resident. Luckily, my father gave me that info, or I would have been screwed. Thankfully, now you have no right to demand access to my home. Just you wait until Michelle hears about this. She won't let you get away with treating me this way. I couldn't really care less about that either. I'm divorcing her. I've packed up both of your things. Those boxes on the front porch are your things. So go ahead and have fun. Michelle, talk to your husband. He's kicking us out.
Huh? Leonard, what's going on?
I've had enough of the two of you. I've tried reasoning with you, Michelle, but you refuse to talk about anything. So I finally realized the only way to settle this is by taking extreme action. I'm divorcing you, Michelle.
You can't do this. Why are you divorcing me? We can talk about this.
I've tried talking to you so many times, but I've given up. I finally realized there's no point. I've changed the locks so the two of you can go kick rocks for all I care.
You can't do this. That's my house.
It's not actually. This house is completely in my name. I bought it before we even got married, so you have no right to it. You can try and take me to court to let you live here, but since we're getting divorced too, I doubt the court is gonna help you. And your dad has no right as a resident at all either way, since he was here under 2 weeks.
Don't do this, please. Let's talk about this.
There's no more talking to be done unless, are you willing to kick your dad out?
Yes, we can kick him out. Just let me back in.
Michelle, what are you saying?
Leonard, please, give me another chance.
After that day, Michelle begged me to give her another chance. But despite how badly I wanted her to see her father for the mooch he was, I have to admit, I felt a little sorry for him at that point, seeing how easily she would abandon him when the realization set in. The realization of how it would affect her badly to keep him around. So, only agreeing to kick him out after I changed the locks and threatened divorce actually had the opposite effect. It only made me sure of my decision to divorce her and move on in my life, which is exactly what I've done. It's been over a year since that day now, and I heard things only got worse for the two of them. After I kicked them out, they both ended up cleaning Mick's van together and trying to live in it together. Michelle never really earned enough to even support herself, never mind her father too, since she only ever wanted to work part-time. So it's not like they could afford an apartment. I have no idea where they are now, or if they're still living in that van, but I couldn't really care less. As for me, I couldn't be better. Things are going great for me. I'm even opening my restaurant pretty soon. I haven't fully settled on a menu yet, but I know one thing for sure. Soup will not be on the menu. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.